Hey, what's going on, Freedomers? Happy listening. And there's this wonderful, wonderful app called the Anchor app where you would never in a million years think that you can do a um, you can do podcasts for free from your cell phone because you think that you need also equipment and you don't. All you need is your cell phone, Wi-Fi, and just persistence. And there you go, a podcast, and you can be like the legendary podcast you see on YouTube, etc., etc. So join now and download the Anchor app in your Play Store, and happy listening, and go create something great.
All right, so hey, what's going on, Freedomers? Okay, so this podcast is called No Option, right? So for a long time, for a very, very long time, I've been in this position of no option, um, where the universe would put me in a position where I only have one option, or no option, to do anything else. There was no better option available. And every time I went to this quote-unquote better option, it shortchanged me. No cap, no bullshit, no bullshit. Like every time I try to be like, oh, I'm gonna go do something else, I'm gonna go whatever, I get shortchanged. Like there's job stuff right now, right? It's shortchanging me. Literally and physically. Like I went somewhere today and I wasted my money because I was like, I ain't know. So when I was no, I didn't know. Sorry, take that back. I was late because I live 2 hours away, and I've learned if it's more than an hour away, I can't take a morning shift because for whatever reason, Jersey Transit is not it in the morning. Now during the day it's okay if you catch her in the right time, but in the morning everything is slow. Like I had the perfect situation working at Newark, and I could walk there. I could make 500, easy 500 a week plus, right? And the universe just keeps giving me this no option lifestyle, where I've been listening to Kevin Gates' No Option, where he says, ain't no walking the shoes ain't nobody walking through the shoes that I walk in. I had to make it out. I had no option. Block it up, throw away the keys. Ain't nobody care about a nigga like me, so I stack it up. Got that shit popping. I had to make it out. I had no option. I was like that's like my life. Like not even no cap. Like yes, he's talking about like coming out the streets, but similarly, I have the same like ideology where it's like it may be the streets, it may be poverty, it may be lack, it may be whatever. And I was like, yo, I referred back to what a Capricorn once said she was. Like 2-3 years ago, she said she was a master manifester, but she was always poor. And she always lacked a lot of discipline. And she said she lived from her heart and all this other shit. And I'm not knocking her, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, oh, she was nobody. But when she said this, she was like, not living up to what she said. And the thing was, she always had no discipline. Like you told her what she did. Whenever it came to doing something that came to her having discipline, her choosing to do what she needs to do to overcome her circumstance, whether it be through social media, etc., etc. It was like she said no. for whatever reason, and she had the whole setup and everything. And I'm not in a similar circumstance, but I'm in a circumstance where the universe is like, you have to become that. Like I've learned that everybody who comes into my life is a aspect of myself, that whether I'm going to become that or I'm walking away from that, or I've overcome that, right? And now that title is not what I will become, because I said the universe gave me no option to say I gotta become a master manifester, and I don't even want to go around telling people that. I don't want to go bragging. I don't even want the brag of that. I'm just gonna be like, this is something I had to become because I had no option. And I was like, there's so many circumstances where when I say, like today, I would do all in my power to have something outside myself, do whatever, and I had to be like, fuck it. Well, it failed. You know, I had to accept its failure, it being outside myself. You know what I'm saying? And I couldn't, there's nothing I could do about it. There's nothing I could force, flip, bend, control, nothing. That's the most miserable part about it. It's like, I just have to say, well, it is what it is. You know? And I was like, yo, what the fuck? You know? And I had to, when I say I had to accept the route of master manifester, I had to accept the route. I was like, yo, fuck it. This is what we doing. You heard? And it's like I don't have a better option. I don't have let's go do something else. You know, because I was like, it's either that or get nothing. You know, it's either that or, yeah. And I was like, because this job shit is like, this is going to fizz out. And you know what's crazy? I'm seeing it already. It's going to fizz out. Where it's like, it's going to be hard. And I said, if I don't manifest my next life, and here's the thing, manifesting it's really about a certain becoming. It's really not about it's really not it's really not no like how people like glorify this visualization, no work type shit, but excuse me, what's your card minimum?
For debit?
Yeah.
We don't have minimum. Okay. You only have for credit, which is $5.
Okay. Where are your notebooks? Notebooks? I know that's this. Okay, thanks. So yeah, so I had to accept it. I was like, this is not no old fine state. Like I was telling somebody. Sorry. Like I was telling somebody. Like I was telling somebody yesterday. Like it's not no. Oh, you know. So it's not no. I can't scam. I can't scam niggas. Like it's not no. I can't be a scam. I had to accept. This is my walk, my niggas. Like this not no. Oh, you know, some deep spiritual shit. Like, niggas had to bleed for this shit. You heard? This is a real thing for me, right? And like because I had to like live, because it's my real life, inside out, flip, no, like I can't fake it. Like that's what I love about me to some extent. I can't fake it at all. I can't finesse it. I can't nothing. I have to live the truth, and because I have to get out my own circumstance, I have to create my own way. I can't fake this shit, you know? Like a lot of niggas, and all that shit. I personally don't have no patience for that. Because what does that do for me if I'm gonna sit here and lie to you? What does that do for me if I'm not gonna give you the real? You heard? That's why I'm like, don't call me if you want the real. You want niggas to lie to you? I ain't the one. I ain't gonna cap to you. That ain't me. That ain't ever gonna be me. You want somebody who's gonna tell you the sexiness is the truth? Nope. Not me. I'm finna give it to you raw. I'm finna roll dog your shit. And they don't have no procedure. What the fuck? I'm finna give it to you raw. You heard? And they don't have no procedure. The fuck? But that's me. You heard? I ain't finna lie to you. I ain't finna make you sit there and tell you sexy shit that you just want to hear. And people have been asking me that for some time about manifestation this and manifestation that. I just never saw myself teaching it to even though I have a manifestation guide, but I've never saw myself teaching it to a strong level. And like for instance, today, I said I could be reactive and be like, oh, you know, they didn't fucking hire me today. Or I can be proactive and start saying, I'm gonna make 100 videos today. Instead, I'm gonna make some money today. Fuck it. I'm gonna make some money today. I'm gonna make my paper run today. Hi, do you guys have notebooks?
Notebook?
Yeah.
No, no,
I need to pass it like 3 times, bro. Watch, I'm gonna pass this shit, bro. Motherfucker, like, you motherfucking time, bitch. Stick that class, niggas can't even see. Ain't no fucking, oh, shit. But yeah, it's I don't have time, bro. I don't have time to be like, oh, you know, I have to be real. Like, and, I had to become a master manifestor. You have a card minimum? How much is this? How much is this? It's like
that one? 129, 129. 267.
Make it out, I had no option. But yeah, I don't, you know, niggas like me don't really have like we don't have a choice but to win. We don't have a choice to say, hey, we don't have a choice but to say we gotta win by any means. You know, we don't have a choice but to say optional thing. You know, it's not really like an optional thing. It's not really like a, oh, I'm gonna do it later, like type situation. You feel me? Yeah. Okay. That should be $5.
Espérate. Ella dice que no está en el sitio. Ella dice que el patrón le dijo que dejara. Que le dijo que, ¿cómo se llama? Que el patrón le dijo a ella que deje todo eso ahí. Así en el medio le dije yo. No es la primera. A eso me refiero, Fernando. A eso, porque no es la primera vez. Eso es lo que yo digo. 547. Yo tengo que usar una idea. A eso. Yo le dije.
No, it's not. That's not paying card.
¿No pecas?
No, I'm paying card, yeah.
Si tú escaneas, si tú no lo ves, déjenlo ahí. Si tú no, porque el patrón me dijo que lo dejara ahí. Ok, está bien.
Are those playing cards behind you?
Yes.
Alright, can I switch something out? Let me see. I'll just add it, that's fine.
Got it? Okay. Mira, no, sí está. Ahora.
No. Yeah, but I just had to become a master man. I'm sorry for the pause, guys, but I had to become a master manifester. I was like, yo, fuck this, because and again, it's gonna come with a lot of modesty, that title, because I'm gonna put in real work. I'm gonna put in real discipline, and for a long time, for a long time, I've been told codes, and I've been aligned with shit, and I was like, yo, fuck this. Fuck this, because why not? You got something to lose, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Because you know it's crazy. It's also aligned with my life path 3 of the creator. That's funny. And also, what's funny, one of my Sagittarius friends created a manifestation book again. That's funny. And I was like, you know what? Let's go fucking hard. Let's do this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I was like, yo, what other option you got? You know? And that's always my life, bro. What other option you got? You know? And I said, as much as you want to believe in this, as much as you want to believe in this job, it's, you know, this shit is temporary. You know it's not forever. You know it's seasonal. You know. You know it's seasonal. You know it's not forever. You know. And like I said many times, and I thought about it too. When you create it, and I actually said this yesterday when I was going to work. When you create it, the only reason why it's temporary is because you outgrew it, or it has to metamorphosize, or it has to change because you no longer align with this thing, good, bad, or indifferent, right? When you don't create it, when you're not in creation of it, right? You don't really have a real option. You don't really have a real what the fuck? You don't really have a real when you don't create it, it always has a time clock on it. Always. It always has it's tied to a clock, or it's tied to an opportunity. And like I said many of times, when an opportunity comes around twice, or more than once, really, it's never the same. The second time, the third time, the fourth time, when you pay enough attention, it's never the same. It's the opportunity is never, ever, ever the same. And that's something that has to be accepted. When you create it, usually the opportunity is the same no matter what, unless you have to create it, etc., etc. And yeah, and I'm always in this position where I look at my life and I'm like, so like for instance, I keep bumping into people that are saying this is $500, this $700 is not enough. Like I met another young man, another man. He said, "Yo, I wish I got paid $700 I wish I had $700 even after I paid my bills." Basically, he was saying I wish I made an extra $700 a week. Basically, and he said, "Yeah, I work these days and I make my money, but after I pay all my bills, I don't got nothing." And I asked him, "So, do you have children? Do you have, he's like, he was trying to keep it private, and that's fine, that's cool." He was like, that's cool, that's fine. But he was like, "Yo, I'm tired of working to start over, working like the deadly cycle of having a job. Like you work, you pay bills, you have to work again. You work, you pay bills, you work again." And here's what I mean by that. And I would add die, but we're not talking about that right now. Where it's like you don't make enough money to even relax, because as soon as you go broke, you gotta re-up again, and you gotta re-up. You gotta whatever. And that's the same thing I even have with Nolo, where it's like if I paid all my bills, I don't really have time to chill. Cause I gotta re-up. I gotta work another 4 or 5 days so I can make my money again. And yeah. So I was like, it's a fascinating thing when you don't really have another option. It's a fascinating thing what that happens when you don't really have. When I say you have no option, I mean there is two types of no options. There is maybe three, but really I'm gonna say two right now, where you don't have no option. Your back is against the wall, or when you look somewhere else, it's like that's not better. That's probably a longer route and more tiresome. So, and the only reason why I would go in that direction is because I'm forced to, not because I have to, not because I want to, because that's it. I burned the bridge of the option I was playing with, right? So I think for the most part, I've been very with the first option of, damn, you don't really have another choice. And that's kind of where I've been placing my business. I've been playing with it. Where it's like, yo, you don't have another option to succeed, bro. What are you doing? And I didn't intensify my focus, because it was like, yo, you acting like you got something better going on. And when something did come that gave me that option, it wasn't just to test that out. It was good for a moment, and then it fizzles out. And here's the thing: it has its ups and it has its downs. It's not stable. And here's what I mean. And it's not completely stable like a regular job. Where a regular job, you know, and I actually got to tell my mans that the next time I see him. I said, it's not the difference between Nola, what we doing, and what you was doing before, is you had a level of, there was no up and down. It was, you got paid, you worked 4 days a week, you got paid $2,600 or $1,200 every 2 weeks, $2,600 every 2,400 every 2 weeks, right? With Manolo, you can make $500 to $800 this week. You can make $800 this week, make $300 the next week. So, depending on your bills and your lifestyle, that may be horrible. So now, unless you're a superstar type situation, then you can go down. Or even our reps was like, I'm not seeing jobs either. And again, depending on your bills and your lifestyle, like for me, my rent is $1,200, and what I don't like right now is that I'm paying more of my rent than my rent is eating up most of my income, and I'm trying to find a way to get out of my situation where my rent is eating most of my income, because I really don't like it, especially what's happening with me now, where my quote-unquote Airbnb person likes to invade my space every once in a while, and I don't confront him about it because fully, because I need him right now, because he could go off, right? Because he's partially in the right, and I can't bark on him and be like, yo, get in my fucking space. Nobody here you do that to. If you don't see something on fire, why are you in my space? And I do have a right to say that, but I don't know how petty he is. I don't know how petty he is, and I right now, because I'm silent and because I'm on the low, I don't wanna raise alarms. I don't feel like it. I don't feel like raising alarms. I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. And what I also don't like about him is that he'll what the hell is this shit called? He will do stuff and not call me. Like, he won't call my number. He won't none of that. But whatever. Right now, I put him under my foot before I came from work. But yeah, it's $1,200 in a place. It's cool for right now, but even where I'm at, I gotta create more income to get out of my situation. I gotta create the rent outside of my bills, because I said I can't substitute and say, because it's not a lease where it's like, well, I'm leaving, give me 30 days. I gotta pay as I go. So because I gotta pay as I go, I gotta pay my rent while preparing to pay another piece of rent. So, and yesterday, man, I don't know, bro. I feel like bad energy that blew out my candle, and I don't like that because it's really fucking me up. For the past 2 days, it threw me off. Like, for instance, if I got sent home today, shit like that, and I was like, yo, I can't afford to lose because you're playing with my magic. But no one can really stop you if you really have a dead set mindset or something. But still, you know, it's not cool. Well, yeah, I'm gonna find a way, and I gotta hurry up in the next 2 weeks. And again, I gotta create my way. It's not and I get it why my friend is saying, oh, you need to go trying to find, and I get why she said she needed so much documentation. I was like, why do you need so much documentation? I mean, they should just need an ID and bank statements. They should need a social and all that. They don't need a copy of all that. They need where you rented from last. And I have 4 months of rent under my belt in New York right now, New Jersey, and I have four months of work. So 5 months actually, really, about to be 5 months. So yeah. So yeah, so it's okay. So yeah, so as I'm going to the apartment I'm doing right now, it's just what it is, you know. And yeah, it's a lot of hard work, but it is what it is. And yeah, there's no option of, I don't have a choice but to be a master manifester. I don't have an option. That's why when I go home, I gotta clean my fucking room. I have to make room for new spaces, and I gotta go hard because everything gotta work for me. Everything gotta work. It's not gonna work. There's none of that bullshit because that mindset of it's not gonna work has not been working for me. Because the shit that I believe in, or I had the most effort towards, has to work. So, yeah. No option. It's probably going to be a part 1, but no option.